This is All Access across the PACWEST with Ryan Waters.
Catching up with the Douglas Royals men's soccer coach, Robbie Tour, in his third season. Have you grown a lot? Have you grown from year one? Because you've been around Douglas for a while.
Yeah, I've been in the league for a number of years. I played back from 2003 to 2006. So I played 4 years. Then I was an assistant coach from 2007 to 2012. And most recently co-head coach along with Paul Baya. So yeah, 3 years. I'd definitely say we've grown over the process. I've been in the league for a number of years. I've seen the league change quite drastically. So, but it's been good. It's been a good process, and looking forward to this season again.
The biggest change you've seen from the time you came in the league as a player, now you're your third-year head coach.
As a player from way back when, I would say...
It's not way back when.
So over 10 years now, so it's way back. I would say the biggest change is the speed of the game. Yeah. Back when I was in the league, it was an older league. Back when I started, I say the average age was well into 20 plus. Now it's the league has definitely gotten a lot younger, just because with the talent out there too, right? Yeah. So a lot of good talent coming out of youth, and so a lot of 17, 18-year-olds that come in and have an impact in the league right away. You normally didn't see that necessarily. There were some players, but now I would say the league is a lot younger, which makes it a more faster-paced game, as opposed to when I played. I would say it was a more a men's style, you can kind of say, right? Because the guys are still learning, still developing as well. So you see the speed of the game has increased quite a bit.
Does that change your coaching style then? Because you have 17, 18-year-olds rather than a 20-year-old coming in.
Yes and no. Our team has a really good mix of young guys and some older veteran leadership. So I still try to coach all my teams the same in terms of managing the way that I like to see football played. So the way we do it, there's times to play fast, there's times to go, and there's times you need to slow the game down and really kind of dictate the pace. And our team, I like to see our players dictate the pace of the game, not our opponent. So you can't always do that. Sometimes you're on your heels and whatnot, but I really like to see our players and with the style of play, we dictate the pace.
You have that this year? Do you have the guys that can dictate the pace and the speed game?
Yeah, definitely. We've done well to recruit this year. We've picked up some players that we think are definitely going to help our lineup, and we have a good group of good core coming back. So we got a couple fifth years back. Devin Phelan, center back, holding mid player. He's going to go into his fifth year, and then our goalkeeper Mark Mincelli. So some good leadership from those guys, and then we got some third year players as well. Been in the league now, and definitely we've seen them grow. They came in our first year, Nick PG, and then Dorian. So they've come in and really grown over the course of the year, and now they're becoming leaders. Along with the couple players we brought in, we brought in Jacob Lenski, who's an older player. He did play pro over in Holland for a number of years. Now he's back home. So we also picked up Alejandro Valero, also another player who was playing down south in U.S. Pro Development League. Also, Yassine Essa, former Whitecaps residency player. So he's going to be a big pickup for us this year, along with the other two. Just really, really smart player. He knows, he's the kind of guy who knows what we're talking about, knows when to speed up the game and when to slow down the game. And also another player, Juggy Bassi, who's coming out of BCSPL. He was coached by my other co-coach, Paul Baya, coached him for a number of years since he was 13. And he's one of those 17-year-olds who plays like a 20-plus-year-old. Knows the game, smart player, good defensively, and very good offensively. So we kind of have him playing everywhere right now. But he's doing well.
And that's the amazing thing. When you do have these younger guys come in, they seem to know the game. Not everybody, but those handful of guys that really seem to know the game. And it's easier to coach, I would imagine.
Yeah, definitely. Some of these young guys that come in, and we look for that when we recruit. There's some guys we see with raw talent that still need to be polished, and we definitely look at those guys, and we have some of those players in too, because we see that when they get to their second, third year, they're definitely guys who can have an impact in this team. And then there's the guys who are going to come in at 17, 18 and definitely compete for a senior starting spot. And that's one thing we definitely preach when we recruit. Every year it's a starting spot's up for grabs. Just because you're a third, fourth year, fifth year player, you still got to earn it. And we tell the young guys in, because sometimes young guys are intimidated to come into a team. We've had success over the years going to nationals and provincial titles, so they're not always keen to come because they're like, I don't want to come sit on the bench. And sometimes these players want to come in and play right away. So we give them the opportunity. We say, you come into training camp, come in fit, and that starting spot, it's yours. It's yours to take.
Yeah. So, well, thanks for doing this. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
Robbie Tour, third-year head coach with the Douglas College Royals.
On the women's side, the Royals finished second last year, but lost in extra time in the PACWEST semifinal to the same team they will face in the season opener, the Langara Falcons. The Royals head coach is Chris Laxton. And Coach, did you accomplish everything you really needed to do in the offseason?
Yeah, I think we were able to cover a couple of the areas that we were looking to and strengthen in depth, and another goal was building for beyond this season as well. And I think we've been able to bring in a lot of players that not only will be able to help us this year, but moving forward as well.
What was the biggest hole you wanted to fill in the offseason?
I was looking for someone creative in the midfield, someone who could help us get in behind and sort of create space for some of our quicker and more attack-minded players. So we've done that. We've brought a player in from Mountain who I think already has done very well in preseason. Bringing another goal scorer, and I think we've done that. A young one that is starting to get some confidence and shore up our goalkeepers, and I think we've got more depth at that position. So those three positions for sure.
When you talk about a player that's young, can she come in right away and score goals at the PACWEST level?
I think so. She's up there with the top for us in preseason scoring goals already. It's just being able to do it with such a heavy schedule, heavy season in such a short period of time. It's just finding a flow and taking those chances.
Strength of this team will be what this season?
I think we've got good balance throughout the squad, and we've got a lot of returning veterans that are hungry and looking to build on last year. So I think I think it would be overall just we've got lots of experience at all the positions.
Who are some of the players that you're going to rely on this year, your leaders?
Well, our captains, Tiffany O'Crane and Kelsey Acaster, Tiffany being a midfielder and Kelsey at the back line. Both very strong leaders in their own way. Marnie McMillan returning as she was the MVP last year at the PACWEST, and expecting another strong season from her. Danae Harding and Nicole Fraser were all-stars, and I know both of them know they can do better, and we'll expect an even better season from them. And then in goal, Rebecca Mainardi, I think, is set for another strong season and build off her first season as a starter last year and really take the reins.
All right, that is Chris Laxton, the women's head coach of the Douglas College Royals. The Royals open the season on Wednesday against Langara.
This has been the PACWEST Coaches Show with Ryan Waters. Thanks for listening.